Hey guys, I'm Sheryl Loch with Ginger Roots Media, and I want to talk to you in this video about something very near and dear to my heart. Now, I know what you're thinking, Sheryl, you're doing everything we told you not to. Your head's cut off, you're showing underneath your background, you're sitting way too close. Well, there's a reason for that, and that's because I have two very special friends that are going to be joining me in this video to talk about our special occasion coming up on August 19th and 20th. That's a Saturday and Sunday this year. And I couldn't tell you about it without bringing them on in a minute. But the event is Clear the Shelter. And this is happening in various places all across the United States. Certain shelters are participating. And what they're doing is they're trying to save as many animals as they can in one weekend. So some of the shelters have free adoption. Some have maybe a discount, a half price. Some are offering bonuses when you adopt, maybe a grooming or a vet visit or different things. And the whole goal is to bring awareness to the animals in the shelter, find a lot of families that are looking for the perfect fuzz butt, and getting those animals adopted into their forever homes. So I know that some people may be saying, I don't need a pet, or I can't have a pet where I live right now, so this doesn't apply to me. Well, let me tell you, if you're not ready for a pet or can't have one, or maybe you have a full house of fuzzbutts now, some of the things you could think about doing to help them celebrate is go out and buy some food. They can always use dog food, cat food, rabbit food, bird food, because some of them get chickens and all kinds of fancy birds. Most of your shelters will have a list on their website. They'll have a donation page, and you don't have to send them cash, a check, or a credit card. If you'd like to do that, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. But pick up something, clay cat litter, beds, blankets, towels, something, take out to your shelter and show your support. This means that they don't have to spend extra money, and most shelters are so underfunded, it's sad. And so they appreciate the support. So check with your local shelter, see if they're participating in this event, see if you can go out and donate something, call them and see what they need, or look on their website and find out. And a second thing I hear a lot is I've been out to the shelter and all the dogs out there were just lazy lumps or old or this or that. I couldn't find one that fit me and my personality. Well, that's why I have two of my friends with me today. And both of these dogs were adopted by the Henderson, Nevada shelter. Yes, they both came from the same shelter. They're both pound puppies, and they're both part of my family. So with the first one I'm going to bring on, we're going to see how she does. You'll hear a little bit about her story and get to understanding what kind of dogs are out there. Let's see how she'll do. Come here, Zoe. Come on, baby. Up here. Come on. That's my girl. Okay, let me see if I can get her on my lap. This is Zoey. And Zoey she's been with us 8 or 9 years. I'm not sure when we adopted her. She was a crazy puppy when we went out to get her, and she is still a crazy puppy. We were told she was found as a stray. They said she's part terrier, but they don't know what else. Well, I can tell you what else. She's part terrier, part Satan spawn. She goes nonstop. She does sleep with me at night next to me, and she's lovable, but the more love you give her, the crazier she gets, just like she's sitting in my lap and thinks I should be constantly rubbing on her. She might be a bit crazy, and I know she's a little hard to see with my background and the lighting, and I tried to lighten it up for her. But while she is nuts, she's very protective, very loyal, very loving. We had a Jack Russell Terrier that passed away just a few months ago. He was 3 weeks from his 17th birthday. And in the last year or so, he got to where he couldn't hear as well. He couldn't see as well. He had some seizures. Sometimes he got a bit confused. And she she guarded him. She took care of him. When he would get confused, she might go up and bark in his face, and at first we didn't understand, but after watching, we noticed that's when he was getting a little confused, and we think she was trying to kind of bring him out of it. When his eyesight started going, and in the last few days when he really was having a harder time, Zoey would go out with him every time he went out. She would walk between him and anything she deemed as not safe. We have a little garden area, and it's got a little row that is raised, and she would walk between him and that raised row so that he didn't trip over it. She walked him around the fish pond. If he got kind of stuck a little bit, she would just stay out there with him and try to guide him in. When he laid down, she'd watch over him. And so for as crazy as she is, where she will let you know anything going on within a country mile, she was really good for Zed. When he was down and could no longer do as many things and maybe didn't feel as safe, she was right there with him. So if you're looking for a dog that will play fetch until your arm falls off, will chase toys, just is a bit crazy, active, and wants to go all the time, I can guarantee you can find one at the shelter. We did. In fact, we thought she'd calm down by now, and she is calm compared to what she was. But she's a good dog. And she fits a part of our personality, or at least a part of my personality that is a little bit crazy. So, looking for a crazy one? You can find one like Zoey. I'm guaranteeing. She's a good girl. Just got to understand her. So, that's Zoey. Oh, show me a pretty smile, girl. That's it. That's my pretty girl. Let's look at our other pound puppy that is pretty much different. It'll take me a second because I have to go get him. Okay, so go on, baby girl. Down. Go on. Down. Okay. I had to go get him because he was napping. This is Chewy. Chewy is a long-haired dachshund. He has a beautiful red color. And you know, some of us love gingers. But Chewy's a lump. Chewy is very calm, cool. I'd say he's collected, but I think he sometimes just doesn't care if anything else is going on. He's a love butt. You sit on the couch and he is there. He wants to sit on your lap. He wants to snuggle. He wants to be loved. You could brush him forever. And as long as you're just letting him lay, he's happy. Now, Chewy's story is, I didn't adopt Chewy from the shelter. Our friend Bob did. And Bob had lost his dog a few years earlier and was leery of getting another one because he had health issues. And he had said he wanted another dog, but what would happen if his health failed again, and he didn't want to put a dog in that situation. And I told Bob, if you get a dog and something happens to you, I'll make sure we find him a good home. Bob had Chewy. We went out on a Valentine's Day, and Bob and Chewy met each other at the shelter, and it was pretty much love at first sight. Bob and Chewy were inseparable. Fishing, boat rides, camping, working out in the shop, you name it, they were together. And when Bob's health failed and he passed away, I took Chewy. We worked it out, and with the support of his sister and brother-in-law, Chewy came to be part of our family. And I've never regretted a minute of it. I love this little dog. He sleeps on the other side of me. And he doesn't do a lot. I mean, he just gives you love. He won't fetch a ball. He might watch it roll off. Sometimes he'll go over and look at it. He just wants love and wants to snuggle. So Whenever you want somebody just to snuggle on the couch and watch TV or share an apple, he loves his apples. This is your boy. And so maybe you're the kind of person that wants a dog just to snuggle. And they've got him out there. In fact, when we found Chewy, we were surprised that he was still there. I don't know how anybody couldn't love this boy. But that's what I mean. They have one of everything. And we're pretty sure he's purebred. How he got there, we don't know. We don't care. We aren't sure how old he is. We're guessing around 8, 9 years old. So he and Zoey are about the same age. And even though she's crazy and he's calm, they're best buddies. And it took a while for them to get used to each other. As I said, we had another dog, our Jack Russell. And so it took them a while to get accustomed to each other. And when Zed did pass away, Chewy and him had become very good friends. And Chewy had been depressed when his dad Bob passed away, and he got through that because he had his fuzz brother and sister. When Zed passed away, he got depressed, and he's getting better now. And let me tell you, when we brought Chewy into our house, Chewy was a different dog. He had been through a lot, and he was depressed. And it took him, within a year, it was a good year that we saw Chewy's personality change. He's always been lovable. He's always been, just snuggly and all. But he became a different dog because he does have a crazy sister. He had a brother. We have a different things happen in our house. And he adjusted. It took us all a little bit of adjusting, but we worked it out. It just took time. So if you're thinking you might get another dog, but how will they fit in? Give it time. Work with them. Make sure you have the time and you care enough that you're going to take into consideration the animals you already have, maybe your kids. Everybody has to learn to adjust to each other, and it may take a little bit of time, but it will work. So I just wanted to introduce you to 2 of my pound puppies and show you can find the perfect critter out there to join your family. I encourage you to head out this weekend, August 19th and 20th. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. Take the whole family. When you go to pick a pet, you want to make sure that it's going to get along with your kids, your husband, your wife, whoever lives in your house. And you can even bring out your other pets to make sure they get along. Do a meet and greet. Maybe you want to go out and look first, and then if you find one you really think is a fit, maybe you want to take your other pets out to do meet and greet before you make that final decision, and that's okay too. So go out this weekend, see if you can't find the perfect family member, and if nothing else, take out a donation and just let all the people at your shelter know how much you appreciate what they do for the animals. So that's what I got for you. And if you do head out to the shelter, I hope you do find the perfect fuzzy, because they can bring so much to your life. Chewy, he not only brought lots of love and cuddles to Bob, he's done that for us now. So he's passed around a lot of love, haven't you, boy? Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have a pound puppy, or maybe a pound kitty, or a pound bunny, or a pound turtle. They got everything. We even had a hedgehog out here for a while. So thanks, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Give a fuzzy a love. Oh, yes, that's my good boy. You were a good boy. You're always a good boy.